Well, as the title says, I'm going to be talking about what's wrong with championships in wrestling today. And there's a lot of fucking things, let's be honest. First of all, in the WWE, you have the WWE Championship that gets changed hands so many times it looks like it's a fucking toy. And it looks like it doesn't even fucking matter. You have the tag team titles are on a team that are actually over the fans, and the fans actually like, yet they're never given a mic time. So why are they even tag team champions if they don't get any mic time? And how are they supposed to build a mic skills at all if they're never giving a mic put in front of their mouth? And they barely have any storylines or anyone when they face someone. It's usually some random tag team. I mean, why is Jack Swagger? Why are they facing Jack Swagger and Dolph Ziggler when they have some actual tag teams they could be facing, like the Usos, maybe? But yeah, and they're not giving it a legit feud. They're not giving it any ring segments. The Divas title. That's become such a joke. It's not even funny. At least it's finally around someone that can actually wrestle in Beth Phoenix. And she's feuding, and she's gonna be facing, it looks like, another person that can actually wrestle in uh, Alicia Fox, but they don't give them any mic time either. And they barely give them any resemblance of a feud at all. You know? So, what the hell, WWE? You have you have the United States champion against someone that could make that title really matter again. Dolph Ziggler, who has wrestling skills and Mike's very good wrestling skills and mic skills, but it seems like their WWE is more uh, focused on him being a tag team with Jack Swagger and being Vicky's manager than the fact that he's United States champion. And it looks like they can barely decide who they want him to drop that title to, Mason Ryan or Zack Ryder. So, and it's a shame too, because that title used to really mean something. And the same goes for the Intercontinental title, too. You have uh, Cody Ro- Cody Rhodes, another guy who can actually wrestle and put good promos and could bring prestige back to the title, which needs to happen for both the United States Intercontinental title, because those are titles that were held by Ric Flair, Magnum TA, Dusty Rhodes, Goldberg, Bret Hart, Stone Cold, The Rock, Macho Man, Ricky Steamboat, Roddy Piper, uh, the people I just mentioned, usually either had both of those titles and or at least one of those titles at one point, and that's been the usually the person who had that title, if you were in NWA or WCW in the 80s and 90s, that means if you won the United States title, that usually meant you were the next in line to win the World Heavyweight, the WCW or NWA Championship. If you were in WWF, and if you won the Intercontinental Championship, it usually meant you were the next in line to win the WWE or WWF Championship at the time. So, right now, the only title that seems like actually matters in WWE is the World Championship. And the reason why is it's around a guy that's waited 15 years to be world champion, Mark Henry, and he gets a lot of shit, but I think he's good. He's approved in the mic over the last. He's done very good work as a heel, I think. this year. He's pretty good in the ring. You know, he's had a two. You know, he and Randy Orton had this long feud. Big Show and him are now in a feud that really was um, like 4 or 5 months in the making. Uh, before that, Randy Orton and Christian had this huge feud. So right now, if any title really seems like it means something in WWE, it's the World Championship. Now, on to TNA. TNA's problem with championships is, well, half of them are rarely even seen on television. They're even worse than. They're just as bad or probably even worse than WWE when it comes to championships. Because uh, last night on TNA Impact, there was a random television title defense with no unannounced and not hyped to at all. When a match like this could have been on pay-per-view, it could have been on Turning Point. You know, uh, you have the Knockouts tag team titles. You know, the one had the Knockout title job to Gail Kim, and those are the Knockout tag team champions are rarely seen on television too, and rarely defended the tag team titles. And if they are, it's usually an unannounced, unadvertised match. You know, the X Division title actually looks like it's starting to mean someone. It's around someone that was that can wrestle. You know, he's great on the mic in Austin here. He's a great heel. Before that, it was against another person that I thought was very deserving of that title. You know, and Brian Kendrick, who I think is also a great wrestler, and questionable on the mic he may be, he has a unique character, a unique look, so I think he really deserved that title. So if any title seems like TNA's putting effort and emphasis behind, it's the TNA X Division title. At least that. Now, the TNA World title. I wouldn't say TNA is doing a crappy job with that title. I'll just say that they doing a crappy job of using it because instead of having uh, Bobby Roode win at Bound for Glory after they wasted the whole Bound for Glory series to and had Kurt Angle retain at Bound for Glory and shoved all that Bobby Roode pushed down the toilet, and then they had James Storm win the title and just advertised that night, earlier the night, TNA Impact taping, and and it makes that title look like a prop, and it makes Bobby Roode look like a complete joke. You know, James Storm won it in like a minute, and like 2 minutes. Again, it makes Kurt Angle look like a joke. And I will say this though, on the positive side, if anyone deserves that title, it's James Storm. He's a guy that's been there from day one, who is a great worker in that ring, has great ring ability, has great mic skills. So if anyone deserves it, it's him. And now it looks like they're gonna have a Bobby Roode versus James Storm match at tournament. So maybe this is part of a bigger picture. For now, it makes the TNA title look kind of it's being badly used because of the way they've done it since going in from Bound for Glory. For now, in my opinion, how they've used it and how they just put James Storm put on the James Storm, barely any hype at all. But anyway, that's all my thoughts for today. The same old YouTube shit. Speaking of which, that's what I have to do in a couple seconds. That's why I'm moving around like this. But again, the YouTube shit. Subscribe up above, comment and rate down below. If you like what I had to say. But like or favorite this, not favorite, but yeah. Well, yeah. If you like what I had to say, do all that. Subscribe, comment down below, and and rate. But I'll see you later.